children of all ages. I'm establishing a stream. We'll see how this goes for 5,000 up. I'm also uploading videos at the same time, so we'll see how this goes. But anyway, welcome to my stream and my recording. We are in Sedona in Arizona in an airplane that's very difficult to fly or take off. It's really easy once you're flying, but to take off, it's a pain in the butt. So we'll see how the stream goes because, I don't know, it's kind of fluctuating right now. I wish you could pause YouTube uploads. They haven't made that available yet, but I guess I could just... we're going to wait. We're just going to... It's going to go for about half an hour, so I apologize. The stream might be a little choppy, but anyway. Let's get moving. So we are in Sedona. We are going to look for Jerome, which is in Arizona. Should be southwest. We're going to fly around Sedona a little bit and take a look. Hey, what's up, TK Tech Kid? And just have some fun today. So, beautiful sunny day out here in Arizona. What's up, Doozin Time 1? Good to see ya. So, we are going to hop into the aircraft and look at the ceiling, apparently. Well, there is no ceiling. Look at the whatever that is up there. My track IR is making me unhappy. I need to fix this, so hang on. Let me see if I can get that working. There we go. Up and down looks good. Now I got to fix my mic so it's back in my face. Hey, no, it's not. Yeah, you know this is nap time right now. By the way, it is like prime. You're making me want to take a nap. All right, we're going to put the strobe light on so we don't kill anybody around the aircraft as we're starting it up, and they know we're here. Go ahead and turn that on. Make sure we open this. There is no feather on this aircraft. We're going to turn both the fuels on. Airplane's got the magnetos on. Now we're going to move over to the fuel pump. And let's go ahead and give it a start. See if it will start. Oh, yes. What a beautiful sound that is. Is it really quiet? I feel like the airplane's super quiet. Oh, there you go. That's the perfect thing to do, Carl. Let me pause for just 1 second. Okay, so we're back. Once again, I apologize if the stream gets a little choppy. We're running at about 3,000 output. 3,000 to 5,000, and that's because I am also uploading videos. They should be done in a little bit, so it won't last forever. But there we go. Airplane's up and functioning. We're going to turn that fuel pump back off, and I'm going to turn the avionics on. And, hey, what's up, Lake Snuffy? Oh, thank you for the Prime. Hey, we are getting up there in subscriptions. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Time to turn the parking brake off, and I think we are ready to taxi. So, and we're going to go ahead and do it. Yeah, I know. It looks amazing. I just didn't have the money, Red Alpha. I couldn't justify spending $100 on the early access again. Last time we did that, and it did not, like, I never made any money back on the game. It looks awesome, but I tried it and people didn't watch it, so it's all right. But yeah, it does look awesome. I love those kind of games. I still haven't played a whole lot of Forza 4. I mean, I've got it maybe 5% done. I love the game. I just don't have time to play it. So where are we taxing to? 21, huh? Okay. $50. Now, did you get, okay, so with the $50, did you get access, like early access with it? Because I thought the VIP pass, you had to pay $100 to get that. Which way is 21 going to be? That way, okay. Wait a minute, is the compass not working in this? Where's my compass? Hang on. That's not going to help us not having a... Where's the actual compass? Up there, and I can't read it. Okay, well, I think 21's going to be the other way. Ground loop. Uh-oh. Game stuttered. Did you see that? Something happened. My wheel locked over, I think. Hold on a second. I think it's that button that locks it and unlocks it. Why is this not turning? I hate the wheel lock. This is a... hang on, let me figure out how to do this. Is it Shift P? There's a button I had programmed for that. Any FS19 tips? Watch my tutorial. It's probably the best tip I can give you, because the tutorial series I'm running right now shows you kind of what to do. There we go. That locks and unlocks it. I figured it out. Wow, something really is locked up. There we go. Okay. Oh, good. I just got cut off by a TBM. Just taxiing out to a weird taxiway. Come on. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Don't do hard turns in this biplane. There's a bug where it gets stuck. This airplane is a real pain in the butt to handle on the ground. I will say that. I love the add-on, and it's a great, biplanes are awesome, but this thing's... I have a Stearman, and while the Stearman is not nearly as nice in the look, this aircraft's a pain. The ground handling is a nightmare. So, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, horses, silage. Make sure you have a grass field that you can pull silage bales off of and sell. Use your loans because the payments aren't too bad. I always tell people not to take loans, but I try to do it for myself. But I think realistically, you have to get bigger equipment. Enjoy yourself, and there's no wrong way to do stuff. As long as you figure out how to get things done, there's no wrong way to do it. Don't get into animals early, because animals require a lot of equipment and a lot of time. So, yep, yeah. No, this is open canopy. We got open canopy here. I think my favorite closed canopy biplane is the Staggerwing by Beechcraft. What a gorgeous aircraft that is. Beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be a nightmare to take off. I can tell you right now. We got a nice crosswind going, and it looks like they pushed us to... No, it's the right end of the runway. There's a truck that's going to probably drive right down the runway. That's the one thing that I don't like about this is I've turned the ground traffic way down because I got tired of like buses and other things on the runway. Now here's the other problem. Sedona is a very popular airport, so you're going to see a lot of airplanes like just appearing out of nowhere, like that guy, and then the guy behind him. Will they take off? I don't know. They might just sit there, which sucks because... a lot of people load into the game and then they just sit there. So, cool, T-Shane. I'll be here. I heard an airplane. Oh, and that TBM just took off heading the wrong direction. Yep, that's welcome to multiplayer. Why I turn it off sometimes so you can't see other players. Look at these. These airplanes are just stuck. Take off. Depart west. Let's do it anyway.
Kilo Sierra Echo Zulu traffic Alpha Golf Charlie 2 Lima Golf taking off runway 21 departure to the west.
These may be other players. We can tell if we open the map and we see them on the map. Then they're probably, these are computer generated, and I don't know why they're just stuck. And I might look really weird to these people, too, because sometimes they replace my airplane with another airplane. So, I don't know. Okay, so the first things first, we're going to put the throttle up 50%. I'm pulling back on the stick. Oh, man, here we go. %70 throttle. Motion on the speedometer. At about 50, we're going to slowly let the nose up. Whoa. Whoa. Full rudder right. God, this airplane is so hard to get off the ground. Okay, now we're doing it. Okay, there we go. And we're going up. I hate taking off in this airplane. And we're stalling. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Get some speed. Come on. Oh. I need to get over the end and I can dump it. We can start dropping and picking up speed. Okay, let it drop. There we go. Okay. And we're getting... Woof! That was a nightmare. This airplane, I'll tell you what, it is just not a good ground handling aircraft. Yeah, there you go. 2 huge fields. So, to our right is Sedona. And we're going to try to find Jerome. I don't know that we'll be able to do it necessarily, but we'll hopefully be able to find it. Yeah, usually, yeah, you sell as much equipment as you can, take out a loan, get the bigger equipment, like mid-size equipment, so that you don't have to spend hours and hours going back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Okay, we're heading west. And so we're going to fly over Sedona a little bit and take a look and see what we see. Who here has been to Sedona before? I've been in real life. I've actually been to that airport and seen a biplane very much like this one taking off from there. Look how pretty. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, if we head Flagstaff direction, it's pretty cool. Like that, I actually found last night I was flying around, and I found a road that I've actually driven up before. So maybe we'll head that way too, and then we'll head back and start looking to the south. So I think the exit that I went was out this way. So there's downtown. We're flying over the main portion of Sedona here. It is a pretty busy little town. It's not huge, but it's decent sized. And it's under these really huge mountains. There's the city center. Some of these are stores. They look like office buildings here, but they're like Walmart and Rite Aid and stuff. Now, when I originally came in, when I came to visit Sedona, I came in from the other side out there. So we'll head that way. And then I ended up going straight through. I went up to the airport because I always wanted to see the airport. Now, you can see the road there that runs along the cliffside there. This was in a game called Flight Unlimited, this whole airport and region. And so when I was out there, I wanted to see if it was really like this, like where it was up on top of a mountain. And it is, and it's really cool. Pretty neat stuff. So this is the way that I came into Sedona, was from this side. So I wanted to go fly over here and see what we see. And then we'll head towards Flagstaff, which I believe is that way behind us. So we'll come back and head that way. And then we're going to fly southwest and head towards a little town called Jerome that I drove through. And I want to see if that's there too and what it looks like. It's like a ski resort type town. It's up on the side of a mountain. It's a really neat place to see. Though it may not look like much in the flight sim, but it was really cool. I remember seeing it and being very impressed. I will say I don't know how people live out here. It is like unbearably hot. So if you guys have been in this area, it is just insanely hot in this valley. Like to the tune of, like, I think when I was here, it was spring, and I think it was running about 108 degrees. And it was just, I just remember being like, wow, I don't know how anybody lives here. It's just scorching. But still beautiful, but just freaking hot. You'd have to have a pool. And I'm sure in the winter it's absolutely gorgeous, because like on the other end of it, then it's nice during that time of year. So, But the mountains are just beautiful, but it is freaking hot. Somewhere around here, I stopped in a, look at this, like there's a whole, more of it over here. This might be a different town, because Sedona's out that way. I just remember I had breakfast in Sedona, and I got what they called eggs Oaxaca. And I remember looking at the name, and I'm like, how do you, I had to ask the server, I'm like, how do you pronounce this? Like, it's like, it looks like Osaka. And he's like, no, that's Oaxaca. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I just remember they were like spicy. They had like a red, like tomato on them and some heat, and they were really good. But yeah, look how pretty that is. Now, obviously, yeah, things came to the cloud. This is the Carnado Waco YMF5. Very, very nice simulation. But like I told the other guys, it's a nightmare to take off with. It really is. It's a very hard airplane to control on the ground. I almost always go off the runway. Landing is almost as difficult, but not quite. I'm not sure. I don't think this is Sedona necessarily. It's back that way. But maybe this is all part of the same valley. I'm not sure. Guess we could look at the map. If there's an airport, it would tell us. No, this is all part of it. So once again, you see a lot of airplanes around this area because it's beautiful, and a lot of people sim and fly out of this airport. So you will constantly be running into people flying the wrong direction, flying other directions, flying in circles, squares. That. I'm thinking this probably is still part of Sedona. So now we're going to fly out the other end of the valley. This is a really cool place. It was kind of like a pine valley, and then I remember it going up the hill. There's a real steep climb at the end of it, and it goes up like a razorback. So you have like these roads that go back and forth all the way up and out of the valley. And I just remember just being struck up like how weird and cool it was. So we'll head that way and see if we can see that. Kind of a low detail mountain right there. Meh. I think they call this the Three Sisters. It's what that formation is called right there. I remember seeing that coming in, and they had signs for it like, hey, Three Sisters straight ahead. Pretty sure that's what they call that. Then once again, the airport's up here on that ledge, which is pretty cool. I'm going to fly through the Two Sisters here and make that one up. But once again, Flight Simulator keeps it pretty real. This is what it really looks like out there. I mean, the colors are this beautiful. It's just an astounding area. And that's why I think why people love coming out to Sedona and vacationing and or relaxing. And they also say that it is for people that are into mysterious rocks and aliens. That crowd comes out here a lot, I guess. I'm not included in that myself, but I had a friend once who was like real into geopower, and he's like, I've been to Sedona, the center of the power of the earth. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's good for you. So, but it is kind of like that kind of place. I think that this is below us is where I had breakfast, like in that area, and then I drove up to the airport. I think like right that main drag right there along here. That's where I ended up leaving too. Yes, this is a real airplane. I mean, obviously we're playing a game right now, but this is an actual aircraft. This is once again a Waco YMF5 aircraft. A lot of times you see them in air shows. They use them to do stunts, but they also use them for wing walkers. Several famous wing walker teams used Pitts, maybe this model and some other models to do stunts, but that's what it looks like, and it is just an absolutely gorgeous aircraft. So Yeah, we're north of you, Jay. So we're headed the wrong way for where I want to end up eventually, but I want you to see this road, and then we'll flip it around and head over towards P52, I think is where Jerome is. So look at all those people flying out here. People fly all over the place here. Arizona's gorgeous, Jeremy. Astoundingly beautiful. Look at those rocks. And that is what they look like. They have those cool striations on them and stuff. I love it out there. So this is the valley that I drove through, and the road is, you'll see if we hang out our head out a little bit. You can see the road down there following the river. Hey, what's up, party time? It's flight time. Yeah, Jeremy, you live in like the reddest state. It's very orange and red. It's so beautiful. I would love to. I don't know if I want to live in Arizona. I think it's too hot for my taste, but I would definitely enjoy like spending some time out there vacationing. I could live maybe. Whoa. Exit, huh? I could definitely spend some time out there. Like I said, I think it's too hot. I don't think I could handle it living in the heat. It's too cold here. It's too hot there. So we're gonna fly to Jerome after this. I just want to see if this this ridgeback is here. This road I took out to go to Flagstaff about 10 years, maybe 15 years ago when I was working for Associated Estates. I was working in Arizona, in Phoenix, and I had a day off, and so I took my rental car and drove through Sedona. I had breakfast in Sedona, drove up to Flagstaff, and on the way back I passed through a town called Jerome, and then into Prescott and went to Prescott Lake. So I'm going to try to kind of look and see if those things are still there that I remember. But I remember this road being, now it probably won't look like much from the airplane, but from the car, it was a spectacular drive. You said, how about New York? It's bipolar. It definitely has two sides to the weather. No, I couldn't handle the traffic in New York. No way, no how. I'm a country boy. I grew up in the city, but like the suburbs, I cannot handle traffic. I don't have the patience for New York. I don't like it. I don't like people everywhere. I prefer space and quietness, and I don't mind neighbors, but I don't want them living on top of me. No thanks. I am a people person, but I'm not that much of a people person. Yeah, there's the road down there still. And I'm thinking somewhere up ahead, it will hopefully go up a steep mountainside, but maybe not. We'll see. You said traffic is what makes us special. And how people use their horns all the time in New York. Everywhere you go, it's like beep, 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 beep. Yes. I would love to go out there sometime with my car, but I also don't want to put those miles on my car. And who's going to watch the dogs? Because they're not going to go in my car for that long. They would ruin it. I've had my dogs in my car like 4 times. And 3 of the 4 times they vomited. I think it's because it's a stick shift, and so it moves around a lot more than like, because I've had Alfie. We drove Alfie home. There's the mountains behind Flagstaff there. Those big mountains up ahead. I've had Alfie like all the way from Chicago to Cleveland in a car, and he was absolutely fine. And he went for like a 10-minute ride in my car and barfed all over it. And I'm like, I'm not taking dogs in my car anymore. Okay, so there's the road still down below. You said there's always Alaska. Yeah, I could do that possibly. It might be too cold there. I think more like South Dakota, Wyoming, southern Montana. Those might be a little more my speed. Just a hair. Yep, so the road's still going along there. You can see just the scenery. It's fun to fly here too. I would love to go back there though. I don't want to get too low down because I don't want to get myself in trouble where I can't climb out of this valley. Aha! The valley ends up here, so. I mean, Washington possibly. I love the weather in Washington. It's like that cool, but like not too cold. Unless you're in the mountains. Aha! I knew it. There it is. There's the switchbacks. Yep, I remember this road, and I remember just being totally like blown away. It looks a little goofy in the flight sim. The cars are driving on the side of the hill. It's not flat. That's some crazy camber on that road there, but yep, there it is. So I remember driving up this and then coming up to the top. And once you get up to the top, the road straightens out. Let's see if it does. Yep, and it becomes a wider road, and it takes you straight into Flagstaff. That was awesome. It's here. That's so cool. All right, well, let's make a Huey, and we're gonna great. As soon as I start streaming, I've been here all day. Now there's a fly in the room, and it's trying to it keeps biting my arm. Get out of here! Okay, so we're gonna climb a little bit, and we're gonna head back, and we're gonna kind of go towards. I think the airport that we're looking for is going to be KPRC. So where are we right now? We're turning around here. Oh man, don't stall. The takeoff was terrible. Try to get our wings flat so we get more lift. There we go, and we'll just kind of hop right up over the top of this mountain. There we go. And now we're going to start heading back this way. This airplane's a pretty good climber. We are high, though. The altitude, obviously, when you're in this area, you're already up in the mountains. So your altitude is pretty high. I think we're 7,000 feet. Yeah, we're heading towards 10. It's probably pretty cold up here today, too, I would imagine, in real life. So KPRC, we're going to see I think it's P52 is where we're headed. So I'm off the map, unfortunately, so we'll come back to that. But I'm headed the right direction. So yeah, but I do like Washington. Yakima is south of Seattle. Correct. It's like is it near the border of Oregon and Seattle, or Oregon and Washington? I mean, I'm trying to remember where Yakima is. I know I've been through it. I certainly like flying there. When I play Flight Simulator by myself, I most often fly in the Washington area because there's so many like cool little airports, and it's just beautiful there too. So south, okay, it is south, okay. Look at that valley, it's crazy. There's a dirt road down there. Probably somebody lives down there. People are crazy. So we want to be heading this way, all right. It's also gorgeous. And I love the fact that they have pine forests, and then like a couple minutes later you're in like these desert rocks. And Wenatchee. I drive through Wenatchee all the time in truck sim. Sky Harbor Airport is in Duluth, Minnesota. I actually have that airport as a add-on pack for this game. The problem that I'm having is I'm finding with Flight Sim recently, a lot of my airports that I own, you can't start at them. It makes the game crash. You have to start like a little further away and fly into them and then take off from them. You can't just start at the airport. It's not all of the airports that I bought, but some of the ones that I have purchased, they don't run properly anymore. And that's frustrating because they're expensive. Yeah, we're probably headed towards Jerome now. If I remember right, there was a big J on the, yep, okay. So it's kind of like following this river here. We're going back. Here's Sedona ahead of us. That's Sedona Airport up on the hillside there. You can see the beacon. If you keep watching off between all those posts, you'll see the beacon going off to the right of the mirror. So that's Sedona. So we're going to go back the way I came and see if we can find Jerome. And let's take a look at the P-52 is Cottonwood. Yes, so Jerome is north or in the mountains by Cottonwood. So yeah, P-52 is the one we want. Not to be confused with P-51. Little airplane humor there for you. Yeah, this airplane is really hard to get off the ground. Once you're airborne, it's great. It's a pussycat, but on the ground, not so much. So how's everybody out there today? You guys having fun? I definitely am. It's funny how one game leads to another. Like playing this makes me want to play Truck Sim. I don't know why, but it just does. Maybe because you kind of go through the same area, so I don't know. But it definitely makes me want to play Truck Sim. All right, so how are we doing on the map? We need to turn to the right a little bit. Yeah, so Jerome was awesome. I remember that being a really weird place, too, because it was just kind of like, I saw a road saying Jerome ahead, and it took me up into the mountains, and I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. And I just drove up into the mountains, and then there was this town, like, in the middle of the mountain, like on the side of the mountain. Nothing there, but just for some reason there's a town there. I'm GPSing it right now on my phone so I can see what's around there. Jerome. AZ. Have you ever been there before, Jaywa, to Jerome? Yeah, but looks like Cottonwood is going to be... Trying to find the Cottonwood Airport. I don't see it on the map. But that's okay, because once I get to Cottonwood, I'll be able to find my way. Looks like Jerome is directly west of Cottonwood and north a little bit. Haven't been up there, Jay? It's off of 89A. So if we find the main road, there's a Verde Canyon railroad there too. That looks cool. All right, so if we can find 89, Route 89, that is, which I think we should be able to do once we get into town. Oh, did you get ding-dong ditched? Happens to the best of us. So Sedona's off to our left. There's the airport. There's the main route. I don't think that's 89, but maybe it is. Let's see. That's going to be, what road is that? Oh, that might be. Yeah, that's the biggest road there. That's 89A, it looks like. So we'll follow this road. You've been to Wickenburg, huh? Is that where all the witches hang out? Get it, Wickenburg? Sorry, bad joke. Bad joke. Couldn't help myself. Man, you guys are quiet tonight. Jeez. I don't drive any airplanes, but I fly them. I'm such a jerk. I'm just kidding, Games. No. Listen, I like general aviation because you're hands-on. The big airplanes, it's like you just kind of fly them up and then press a button and they fly themselves for a while and you just sit there. With these airplanes, you're actually flying and navigating, and I prefer the smaller airplanes just because you're not going as far, but there's more to do, more to see. Mostly I like to sightsee. I really, with Flight Sim, I pretty much just kind of fly around and look at stuff. So I want to see what it looks like in the sim, if it looks like it does in real life, and this really does. For the most part, Flight Sim gets it right, so I like that. So the biggest airplanes I fly are usually like the twin props. The King Air I've flown a couple times. I mean, I have flown the jets, but I don't, it's not something that I super enjoy. So, you know, I like flying around. Now, probably what we'll do is after we find Jerome, we'll probably land in Cottonwood, and then we'll try to do some landing challenges. And so we'll see if I can land the plane and where I can score in the points. So, man, lots of good games out there right now, dudes and time. If you like simulator type games, definitely American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2. Railroads Online is great. We've been having a lot of fun with that game. Snow Runner is amazing. You know, a little bit frustrating. That game is pretty intense as far as like skill level and stuff, and it not skill level, but it can be really frustrating at times, but it's also a lot of fun. You know, Forza 5 just came out. If you like racing games, those are great. So, hey, what's up, Punk L Floofen? Yes, I have done some stuff with online. What's it called? What's the name of that program? On Air. And I liked it. It was cool. I still have it. I have about 3 months left. They gave me a free year, and I demoed it on my channel and on Twitch for a bit. I do have some videos on it on the YouTube channel, but I don't know. You have to really stick with it. And so if you know, unfortunately, most of you guys know, my mom passed away in January. And not only was that just a hard time emotionally, but it also led to me having to clean out her house and put it up for sale. So I basically got on air. I played with it for a little bit, and then I had real life to do all the way until about a month or two ago when business started slowing down and we started going into winter mode. So, yeah, I liked it. I did like it, but you have to stay with it. And yeah, the sub thing kind of sucks too that you have to pay monthly. But I like the I'm willing to pay because it's only like $50 a year. Honestly, games cost that much. I mean, you know, that's not extravagant for a yearly subscription. But yeah, they are making a winter car. Oh, brother. Neo Fly is free with some DLCs, but you can pay. Okay, I'll have to try that. Like I said, I did like it, but it's just, you know. Hang on, I just got a text message I'm checking out. Okay. Yep, so here's Cottonwood. Not sure where exactly the airport is. It's probably to direct ahead, straight ahead. Okay, so from Cottonwood, trying to find the road that goes into the mountains, and I'm looking at the map real quick here. Hang on a second. So the road goes to the right, and it looks like Jerome is there. So if we follow the road, let's see. Where did that main road go? I'm thinking it's going to be up here somewhere. Oh, that's cool too. All right, I'll have to try that. Neofly, I'll try it out. What does the DLC get you? There it is. That's got to be it right there, by the way. There's the airport. Mountain Dew looks really good right now. Yeah, that's got to be it going out of town there. I see the airport. Okay. I'm looking at the map right now. So I think this is it. I think this is 89 here. And we're going to follow that up to Jerome. Does it break off there? Let's see. Yeah, there's a traffic circle. And it goes this way. So that's it right there. There's the traffic circle, I believe, where it breaks off, and we should be over Jerome here shortly. I see. Search and rescue missions and stuff. Okay, that sounds fun, though, but that's pretty cool. All right. I think this is it up ahead. Yeah, I'm super excited about FS22. It'll be good for the channel too. I think we need a big new game to kind of hit for a little while. Though, you know, SnowRunner did that for a while. SnowRunner's done really well on our channel. I was surprised actually how well it did. But it's time for something new that goes in the simulator line, and I really am excited about about where we're going with Farm Sim. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's cool that we have all these new seasons. That's always been around. I'm excited about the built-in like factories and stuff like that. To me, that makes the game have a lot more depth. Yep, there's Jerome. The city on the side of a mountain. We'll fly closer to it. I'm going to cut back here and fly right over it. We'll take a look. Now, the weird thing is I kind of remember there being a big J on the mountainside, but I don't see it here. Like a lot of these cities, they have letters on the mountainside so the aircraft can navigate and they see the letters. I haven't really seen that out here much in the game, and I wonder, maybe they've taken them down since, but I do remember. Yeah, see this? It's weird because it's like this town, a pretty decent-sized town. I don't know yet. I haven't played it, but I would say probably the new American map looks like it's in contention to be my new favorite thing. But I also like the fact that the production's in there. To me, that's even bigger because that has a lot of long-term like fun. Because you actually start to produce things, you feel like you're doing something with your product that you're growing, and I really like that. Yep, there it is. Isn't that cool? Like this little town on the side of a mountain. Why? I don't know. I guess they just like to live there. But I think they also said there is like skiing here, so people come up here. It's kind of a ski resort in the winter. Yeah, that'd be cool too. They have the character customization. Yep. Yep, so there's Jerome down below us. What a neat little town. Now, it doesn't really look it on the sim, though. The only thing it's missing, it had a very almost like mining town look. Like I remember there being some like coal mine looking buildings. There's the cool road that goes up to it. Once again, we have a nice like Razorback type road leading up to it. I can't believe we found it. Yeah, and it did. That's exactly right off. That's what I was just saying. That's so funny. It had a mine, and it definitely had that kind of stuff going on, but then it also had ski stuff. So it was a little bit of both. So we're going to land in Cottonwood, come back down the hill. Where did Cottonwood go? Straight ahead, right? Yes, to our right. Yes, Evelyn. They're like, let us in. It's a mining town that just so happened to be good. That's right. Hey, what's up, Evil Minxie? The big hotel's really creepy. Yeah, it's kind of, isn't it kind of like a Wild West era hotel on top of it? Like, it's just not, it's kind of spooky. I'm going to see. I'm pretty sure Cottonwood's going to be like a small airport. Let's see. I don't think it's going to have a tower. Yeah, it's just traffic. So where are we headed right now? We'll just try to land. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm not burnt out on FS19, but I'm definitely not playing it as much as I did. But we'll get back. Oh, is it a hospital? Okay. That's really creepy. It's like an insane asylum. Would you like to stay there for a night? Because it's a hotel. So here we are in Cottonwood, Arizona. Let's see if we can land this dang airplane. Ugh, I'm already like not feeling it. Where's the grass? We need a grass strip. This is Arizona. So we're kind of northwest of Flagstaff, and pretty much due west of Sedona. Sedona's over there. Just minutes by airplane. Half an hour maybe by car. Oh, here we go. Can we get her down? Getting on the runway is not a problem. Staying on the runway is the problem. Okay, differential brakes and rudder. Oh, no, no. Okay, 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 okay. It gets wilder as we slow down. All right, okay. Oh, hey, we stayed on the runway. Oh, man. I don't know if it was. I would imagine in this area it probably was a gold mine. I mean, that's why people came out west. But it could be silver. You know, it does. Needs to slap some gyros on there. My goodness. Yeah, this one's worse than some of the other ones in the game. I will say that. This is the hardest airplane I've flown. Taking off is worse than landing. Landing is difficult, though, but the takeoff is worse. It just goes all over the place. And if there's any kind of crosswind, you might as well forget it. So, yep. So I got something I got to take care of real quick here. I'm going to load up the next scenario, but I have a phone call I have to make. And so I will be vocally right back. Just keep watching. We're going to keep running, but I need to make a phone call. So I'll be right back.